Hi everybody, this is Roger Mailing, your correspondent from the Sun. Hey, the sun is shining today. I've managed to get it in early enough so that the sun is shining on me. Now, what advice would you give if you bumped into, say, a 14-year-old you? What advice would you give? I'd tell you something, I'd be very, very precise, because I would tell them to be conscientious, not to leave any of themselves off the playing field. In other words, give it everything you have got. Because nobody's come back and said to me, hey, you got another chance at this. There's always next week's game. There's always tomorrow's achievements. This is it. This is all you get. You get today. So you must make today the very best day you can make it. I was once told something that giver's gain. I didn't really understand it at the time, but I really do. Because I can honestly say, sitting in front of you, that a lot of my life I've coasted. I've had the ability not to necessarily have to pull all the stops out, all my tripes out, to get the results I've needed. But I've never really understood that if I'd have actually done everything I could and worked that little bit harder, I would have got a lot more out of life, because people would have recognized that I was a worker, a trier. I wasn't one of those that sat back, feet up on the side, coasting along, because that's what I did. You see, the week is life's designed so that you work Monday to Friday, you give everything you've got, and on Saturday and Sunday you can rest and do the things you long to do Monday to Friday. Play golf, go sailing, go for a picnic with the family, on holidays go to places, nice places. But the fact is, a lot of us don't. You see, I used to have a job mentality, J-O-B, just over broke, in that I turned up on Monday because the boss had paid me on Friday enough. And he paid me enough on Friday so that I'd turn up every Monday. That was a shocking attitude to have, but that was the attitude I was in, It wasn't until I opened my own business, till I was the man, and I had to do all the things that the man has to do, that I realized that there's a lot more satisfaction from being better than those around you, because I had competitors. You see, what people don't realize is that in this day and age, firms have to downsize. Firms merge. And what happens is the bosses, because I was one of those bosses, said, who are the people who we're going to keep? Because the people you want to keep are the ones that are doing that little bit extra, 5%, 10% extra every day. When firms merge and they have to downsize people, this management sit together and say, well, who can we afford to get rid of? Now, to be one of those people that they don't get rid of doesn't take that much more. It just takes you to be better every day than you were yesterday. And after a while, that's like working a muscle. It becomes a habit. It becomes toned. It becomes useful. You see, givers gain. Because at the end of the day, the people that are generous of spirit and generous of heart and generous of their work ethic will be the people that get the opportunity to move through the programs. It isn't always the best and the most capable people that get the promotions. I know, because I've sat there and wondered, how the hell did he get my job? But the reason he got my job was he gave everything he had on the field of play. I didn't. I basically walked around with my hands in my pockets because I had the ability but none of the motivation to do what I wanted to do. So that was what I would tell my teenage self. Don't be complacent. There's only one life. Live it. But live it as though you mean it. Live it as though this is your last day on earth. Yesterday I talked about the tombstone test. What do you want written on your tomb? It's going to happen. Hey, it's the one thing I can guarantee, guys. You're going to have a tomb. Be it an urn on your mum's mantelpiece, or be it a hole in the ground. You're going to have one. So why shouldn't you have things written on it that reflect the real person you are? Hey, thank you for your time today. This is Roger Mailing, your correspondent from the Sun, that is shining up there, I assure you. Look, there's a shadow. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow with a few more ABCs that you might find useful. If you're interested, comment with me below. Let's start a conversation. If you think that what I've said is useful, again, just leave me a 1 in the comment box so I'll know I'm talking to people who are interested in what I have to say. So thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Bye.